It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Huskies burner at wide receiver. He got plenty of looks a week ago and turned in almost 160 yards. It's the Huskies and the Cowboys, and it's all up next.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Huskies of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cariocas, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The numbers from McBride a week ago. 6 catches, 63 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. We can look at this defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they can have this quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got Allen. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll start this drive out.
Let's go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Pull. This is caught by Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10. Pull. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Fielded just inside the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and challenge your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On first down, let's go. And running with power here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Isaiah Foskey. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
2nd down and 8. They run once more with Taylor. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Perry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the air now with Herbert. This one to Bourne out on the left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Able to slither by. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. To the right side, this is Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second down at the 42-yard line.
They run with Perry. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Pull. It's complete to Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2nd down and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Pull. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down. Pull. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pull. Will get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
And a real 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. B.J. Hill, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Back to throw. Pull. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This from 32 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Dallas offense set for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Out quickly to Judy. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Herbert now. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. To throw again. Pull. And this one's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Pull. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Allen. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Returnable now for Allen. Nifty move. So we've reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and it's the home side who have the lead as they play the 2nd quarter. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Damian Pierce, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Again, it's Taylor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will have the Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. He stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Fielded at the 20. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to throw on second down. Pull, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Now they'll run on the ball.
And the turn and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
It's complete to Parker, left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Pull. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Gets around him, and he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. A run here for J.D. McKissick.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert.
Let's go. To force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Pull. That's complete to Robinson. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down. Pull. that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Elliott is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Poole. Robinson's got it. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Poole looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Holding offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. Open man is born. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Perry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's got Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Out of the gun, Herbert. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Perry. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He finds his man, complete. It's Carroll. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Up and good for Santoso. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Well, the Rio offense set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That is caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they take a knee.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
That was an ugly game.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for Rio, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
wide receiver.
It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we're going to see Travis Etienne. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Huskies. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today is week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Huskies of Rio de Janeiro. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rio de Janeiro team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Straight ahead, Etienne. Down inside the 40. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Now Jackson on 2nd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to stay in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him? They were on him in a hurry. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Poole. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
7 yards there and a 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4.
Yeah, it's true.
So after drive number 3
I don't know what's
here,
happening.
we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first
No,
drive. Trying to
not
do
really.
better here. Second
I
down
think
pass play
no,
there, but
not
it's
particularly.
incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. Now, they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing.
Pressure comes.
Oh my God.
Titans able to bring him down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, and their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
Oh my God, why did you get wrong? What happened?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red
still
zone.
around.
Keep
It's
going
still
for it.
there.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brought you.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. ETN up the middle.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
ETN. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
The choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Yeah, I remember.
An early decision
I
point
played
here,
Final
Charles.
Fantasy
Maybe
VII.
one we'll look back on later. They go
Not
on
the new
4th
one,
and
but
goal,
the old one.
and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
I didn't even want to play it. Like I played it because my sister
They've
was
shown
playing
precious
it.
little
She
here
helped
offensively
train,
thus
so I had to
far as
figure out
they
how to
try
play it. So I
again
helped
with a
her.
1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you
Because
think
she
he ran the
wasn't
football?
I thought he definitely had his
wasn't
moments.
good
I
at
did
playing
think
Final
they could
Fantasy.
utilize him a little bit
I had
better,
to
and I'm
before she
definitely
got
gonna keep
stuck
an
on
eye
it.
on him
I had
to
to
see how
help
they're
her
going
with
to use
it.
him this week.
So then I was just like,
10-0
I'm out of
score
just
after
play the game for
1
myself.
on EA Sports.
Get the full context of what's happening.
They work now on 2nd and 9. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession.
To throw on 2nd down.
Pull, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Pull. And he comes back with one.
Oh my
complete.
God, what's been my
And this
offense?
effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
You're not even trying to throw it down the field.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
Holding, receiving team.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
That's complete. Demario Douglas with it.
Ooh, he took out the quarterback.
Titans 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as
Quarterback
that
ended.
looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Douglas.
You're going to get carved up by the backup, too?
14 yards there.
Crazy.
And a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Off the bootleg, Chapman. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Chapman steps away to his left. And it's a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
I think I know what you're talking about.
3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pull.
What
this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Yeah, I thought Blue Dragon was fun, but I never got the chance to finish it.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Back to throw again.
Let's go.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! Traquan Smith, his 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the Huskies have cut it back within a score.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to back throw.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And he will have a Titans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this to the
I first played Blue Dragon because I was
9.
really into like RPG, like Star Ocean and stuff
Second
like that.
down and a yard.
Yeah, so I picked it up.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Chapman. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Now the Rio offense set to take over.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. Really nicely done drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Run some guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Poole.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again. Poole eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3.
But now it's third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And now on third
I
down,
never played
they'll
Breath
need to
of
get
Fire,
it to the 36 to pick
but
up
I
the
did
first.
play Golden Sun. That was one of my favorite games of all time.
Looking to throw. Poole. Robinson's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Back to throw. Poole.
Let's go.
Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Huskies will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow
Golden
up right in
Sun.
front of our
I never
eyes
played Breath of
because
Fire.
when he went to his primary read, he recognized that
I
they
never
were all
played
over
Harry
us.
Potter
He
except for
continued to
Potter.
survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. This is Miller, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
False start. Offense.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole
I
lot,
remember
does
trying
it?
to mix and
Sometimes
match
you
the
get multiple,
elements to make
but
sure that I
always
have
love
one
on
of
these
each.
offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 1st and 10, Chapman. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Completes it to Douglas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. The Chiefs trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Justin Fields has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff.
I don't remember none of the bosses.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half
Ball start.
they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
I'm old, though.
Throwing on first down. Poole, quick throw to Barkley.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw on second down. Poole.
So wait, you said you played the Final Fantasy
You
Tactics.
see the time and
How come you
effort
never
and
played
thought
the
that they put into
old
their passing game,
Final
because it was
Fantasy,
evident right there. It looks like a
7,
simple
8, 9,
pitch and
10.
catch, but you and I both know
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
and that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. That'll be caught by Parker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. Pull. And he's taken down inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
To throw on third down. Pull. And he will slide to a stop.
Let's go.
He does have the first down.
But yeah, if you play Final Fantasy Tactics, how come you never played the console?
Getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Final Fantasy.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
Oh,
It winds up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Pull. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think
This
I
offense
think
was
if
on the
the
move.
Final
Now
Fantasy
2
VII
straight
is successful
incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10.
they're probably going to remake the other ones too.
Looking to throw. Pull. Well, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Operating from the gun. Pull. Buying time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
I think just run the
Their
ball.
first 4th down attempt.
You don't trust our running back at all.
This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now ETN to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a
Nah, I never
couple,
played
and
the
that's it.
tactics.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drive.
I thought the Final Fantasy series as a whole was just alright.
Getting yardage before being stopped.
And I wasn't the
And he
biggest
will
fan.
have a Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. In motion, it's Miller.
No, I just didn't.
Now
I wasn't a
fake on
fan
jet
of it.
sweep.
I thought they
And
were just
still
okay.
up the middle.
As
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. And they'll send Miller in motion right. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he swallowed up right
Only
here
one I
on the
really liked was
scrimmage.
10 and 10 too.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Rio offense set to take over.
I don't know
some
what that
stuff to
is.
build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series.
I wouldn't be mad at you
determined
because I
for
have
that
no
not
idea
to
what that
happen
is.
again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
The time is called. Looks like
That's
a
the
member
one
of
where
the
they went on
Titans
a
in
boys
some
trip?
discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 3rd down, Poole. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole
All
lot
I
of
saw was
separation
I
there.
guess the
But
opening
that one
scene
covered
where it was
pretty
just
well
all the 4
downfield
dudes
and knocked it away.
in a Corvette
On
or some
4th
kind
down,
of
the
car
punt team is on as
driving
this
up
is
to
set
the highway
away.
or whatever.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they
So
take
basically
over.
he was about to get married, so he went on a boys trip so that they
Throwing to start
at the
drive.
bachelorette party. At the
Poole,
bachelor
he's going to
party.
float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I meant bachelor party. That was a super tough. Not about that.
First down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Pull. And he's got his big
He's like, sometimes you got to dance it out with your bros.
He takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down. Pull.
Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not
Yeah, I heard it was a
sure
good
knows
game.
what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Pull. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Huskies will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So 4th
Not
and
even,
goal, their head coach
won't have
gave
even
the
a
offense
little bit of it.
One more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner.
Nah, but like I said, real talk, I heard it was a good game.
Run pass option and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw
I know I learned the name Noxus because he was in like Tekken 7, right?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Yeah, I think Noxus was in Tekken 7.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
That's the teleporting guy with the lightning, right?
Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And Jackson throwing once more.
Yeah, he was in Tekken 7. Look it up.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Jackson's throw complete there to Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining. And
He also was a pretty good character. He wasn't a fast
a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches. The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players.
I think 2B though was just cosmetic though. I don't think it was
these
an
guys
actual
just sit
character.
in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
They take a shot
Graham
downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll get this out to
They added 2B for cosmetics in Tekken 2. In Tekken also.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he
I was away from the game. I didn't stop playing. I just wasn't
back to throw. Poole caught out left side by Robinson.
like real life caught up with me.
Couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
To throw on 2nd down. Poole, he finds Robinson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Poole. That is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Carving them up right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Huskies are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott now to add the extra point.
Sure.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive.
You tell me what's happening.
Ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start. Offense.
Oh, that's the April update, right?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jackson. ETN bringing in another one. And now they're in the hurry up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson. Again, it's Johnson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Douglas with a grab over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Complete over the middle to Hardy. Now a 2nd and 6. Again, Jackson.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is
the April update. The April update has the new raid in it.
54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Starting to look like
Vaz, you mean the guy that I was playing? Vazaraga, whatever?
This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So would that mean 3 weeks in the
No, I didn't look up a builder for him. Why?
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage.
Yeah, I should be back. I should be back fully before the update
Wins
comes.
championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Rio, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon.
Like I said, the craziest damage I've ever seen for Vazaraga was like $1 million. Oh, wow. Lady picked that character for me. I was going to go with chick with the pink hair. Yeah, I liked her. Cool. Our rookie's up there with the yards. Let's go. I feel you. Maybe.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Texans and the Huskies, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Well, days like these is why you have retractable roofs, and we've got an open one on a gorgeous afternoon for football at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Huskies of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cariocas, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collier. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. And right side, they're going to go option here. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize his play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Mayfield now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover.
Why you need to stop
you
helping?
can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
At the 31-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got right on the short throw. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. Well, let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would take him to 10.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. They'll run with Montgomery. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Holding. Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They run behind center with Gainwell. And They'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now Mayfield. He's got it. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
A gain of 13 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Montgomery. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley, and this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down.
What people were losing money.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 3rd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Pull. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
I understand what you mean. I get you now.
To throw on 3rd down. Pull. Quick throw to Barkley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense set to regain possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 18-yard line.
Off play action. Pull. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
I feel you. That's what you should do.
On
Protect
EA
yourself.
Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Huskies.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That one complete to Parker.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Texans' 37-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st and 10.
Pull. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it.
Touchdown! A great effort there.
Let's go.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Holding offense.
They get the former Raider there, the tackle Trent Brown.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
In my best game,
Now Mayfield.
in terms of like quality,
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5
I mean, best
yards
game,
on the play.
it would be Mass Effect, the Mass Effect series, God of War. Not 2018.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And they will take over.
I can't pick between the God of War games because of the fact that I love them all equally. The same with the Mass Effect series, except for 4, except for Andromeda. That one don't count.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt.
Okay, I gotta pick one. I don't know. I don't know. If I had to pick one game, I think since I can't pick a series, the best game that I think the best game I've ever played, I would have to say God of War, Black Desert. Black Desert Online. I think that's the closest thing to a perfect game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here this first month. Also has a first down. Looking to throw. Pulled. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Pull.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And inside the 5 here before.
But that emoji is too small. I don't know what that is.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek William. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was or whatever the case. Not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it.
What do you mean, what did it do to me? I'm confused.
But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's
like, I understand that Black Desert has flaws in it, but that's in terms of like the creation of it, I think it's as close to perfect as you could get.
7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a minute 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense.
I can't say low graphic. I can't agree with you there.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
Onigiri was dope though.
As he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that.
Only thing I didn't like about Onigiri,
have success through the air.
only thing I didn't like about Onigiri is the fact that I grinded that game so much I ran out of content.
The option on 2nd down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Holding offense.
That's the thing. I don't think it's the best game that I ever played.
For the offense, that
But
flag's
on the creation side of it, I think it's the most, it's the best creative thing.
And then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Texans scoop it, and they take possession of the football and hand
Oh my
it
God,
over.
my quarterback keeps turning the ball over.
A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Because I think there's multiple layers to best. Best could be the most fun game that I've ever played, or it could be the best, the most well-created game you've ever played.
But it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting
with Black Desert, you can play the game 100% free to play. That's the way you choose to play. And you won't be behind.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back.
I'd say most people play the game,
We're in the second quarter,
except for buying like the value pack, which is basically allows you to have more inventory space. Most people play Black Desert free to play.
Possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game
Because if you want to buy power in it, you got to spend so much money. It doesn't.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Throwing on first down. Pull. And that is incomplete.
Yeah. For example, if you wanted to pay for power in...
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
No. If you wanted to pay for power in that game, you literally have to spend thousands of dollars.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football and forces the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season.
Because you have to buy the game first. But even with that, they make a lot of money. They lose a lot of money by giving the game away for free.
You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard
They
line.
make a lot of their money because most of the characters in games are women. You buy clothes.
And they need him right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, where she ends up, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
On the throw, led him too much that time.
It's because people love looking at animated women and dressing them up in scandalous outfits.
That is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. And again, it's Mayfield. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where they make a lot of their money.
As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And that one tied 3-3
right
in
on
the
that.
second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field.
And in most
As
months,
you can see the score there,
they release
in
a
the
new
second
outfit
quarter.
for these
Two
characters
touchdown
every
passes
2
there
weeks.
for Dak Prescott. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they
What'd you get?
harped on it.
Nah, I don't think you did ever tell me.
Guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On first down, pull. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works
that's
past
dope.
the 50. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory.
I got to get back into Morocco.
48-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I can't make any
Still
commitments
right
to
in this
any
game,
game
but they
until
need that
like
offense
the
to
end of the
wake
month.
up and
But
in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did
I think I might get back into it.
a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Second and 9.
I think I still have it downloaded already though.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw there is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. So much of this game is focus and concentration, and whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now the Rio offense set to take over. Now this game,
Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. You showed me that.
About the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Yeah, I know how much you love.
Throwing to
Yeah,
start
Tom.
the drive. Pull. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pull. Caught out left side by Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And the Rio de Janeiro first down.
On 1st and 10. Pull. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same.
And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 107 yards rushing for him now. That was his 10th carry of the ball game. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the 1. Nevertheless,
That was a crazy run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way, I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Montgomery. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans are back within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little. Because they played.
I'm not too worried about that. I'm not too worried about that.
With a touchdown run.
Anders Carlson now for the point after.
I'm just glad they didn't take too much time out.
And it's up through the goalposts at 17-10.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Rio offense set to take over. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Pull.
Come on, you got to catch that.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
Oh, my God.
You got a battle on your hands.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return, and the Texans will take over.
That's the kind of toughness they have in football.
Come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken in at the 11. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now the Rio offense set to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Throwing on 1st down. Pull. Looking middle, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pull. Going deep here for Parker. But he's got it inside the 10.
Let's go.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Back to throw. Pull. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Let's go.
Allen Robinson. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
grab. And the Huskies are able to widen their advantage. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Huh?
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone.
We need to get one more touchdown.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mayfield now finding Hardman here over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And shutting him off, now open field. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Basement. Defense.
Well, I guess that's one way to slow him down, try to grab him by the face mask.
Well, nothing else seems to have worked because he certainly had his way running the football in this one.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain
He missed it from that close.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdown, just thinking downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First down.
Why did he just stand there?
Able to get in there for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mayfield on 1st down. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete as well.
And we just saw another think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 47-yard punt. Return.
We gotta hurry this game up. The rain is killing my reception apparently.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
Even though this is offline, it's crazy.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 76 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. On 2nd down, here's the option. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake. Pull. And intercepted.
Oh, my God.
The turning point they need. Picked off by DJ Reed. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this
What?
against?
Get out of here. The referee's trying to give the game away.
A bit of a jump there, CD.
If you bet on the game, just say that.
That'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Mayfield off the play fake. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Touchdown, Texans! Shane Zylstra, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Carlson on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Looking to throw. Pull. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games and assess, and 3-1, any team would take that.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they've got a
All right, there we go.
Performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5
like
defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Rio, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis.
All right, I'm going to leave this here. I want to, all the people, all the lurkers, all the people watching, I want to give a special thanks to Godfrey for coming through chat and keeping the chat moving. I appreciate it. And I will catch you all in the next one.